Welcome everybody. We are live here on Carentan for this mixed competitive event from the PC side. We'll go ahead and join this SL Sokar. Streaming from the Ally side I just like streaming from the Ally side to get to see get to have a chance to see when the Allied Peace Strike is called in. Go jump up into the clouds. And we will do that. Perfect. Gonna see if we could turn off the highlights. I don't think we really need those. I mean, maybe on night maps you do, but I find those look weird when I'm trying to make some edits and stuff. No, it seems strange. Got the Stewie down below. What do we have at middle point? We have a train station as a middle point, okay. We got, yeah, so we have train station all the way. Okay, so all bottom points. Nothing too fancy. No offset craziness. The allies don't have to deal with ruins. Go ahead and minimize the squads. I have actually lost my squad lead. So COD left. Ooh, we're only sitting at 86. Ooh, not a popular Friday. Must be something going on in Europe. Maybe a holiday. Maybe today's a holiday day. Maybe. Something going on. Maybe one of my European friends in chat can fill me on in. 25 seconds till ball drop. I am your host, Smithers, for this matchup here. Just a friendly mixed a whole bunch of teams. Not actually, we have a whole bunch of teams, but still, it's smaller crowd today. 86 in total. Usually we're sitting at 97 to 100. Transport truck coming down the middle. Jay Dunce, Cannon of Death. Everybody's making their way to the front line. Nice and peaceful. No truck snipes or anything. Got the Stewie Gold Dragon. Kapka jumps out over to our right. Now remember, this is not with the tank smoke shell update yet. That's still in the experimental branch. Which people are... Oh! They're going to try that again. Let's see if they can do it. Maybe they're a little bit skittish now. After what they just went through. Artillery shell lands right nearby. Those tank physics, man. Those certain objects that they hit and go crazy. Makes for an interesting ride, that's for sure. Alright, Allies getting pretty good opening cap weight here. We have a Stu Recon Tango going on down to the bottom. Greyhound. Oh, and the Greyhound wins the 1 versus 1. Maybe a little bit of rubber banding going on. Maybe just a smidgen, not too sure. We'll see. Allies looking for a nice, yeah, pretty clear opening cap access. Got their garrisons all set up for the front door. Allies look at their fourth. Commanding today for the Allies is Domino. Domino, been loving that commander seat lately. Did have a little bit of a half-track stint on Band of Brothers Monday. But we won't hold that against him. He was just testing out science. Excel, OWFID. There we go. First cap comes on in. Ooh. Shell comes in right into the back of the second Luke's, I think. Sure did. Okay, second Luke's taken out. Oh, no, that's the first Luke's, actually. Just one Luke's. That was the Puma down below that we saw earlier. Allies go. Oh, what? No, I don't think this is going to be too serious. New liver, new life over here. Just apparently got a liver transplant. New liver, new life. And... Oh, forgot to reload. Oh, no! He gets fragged. Oh, what a double whammy. Oh, man, you forget to reload, and boom, the Taker's tank full advantage of it. Freibia. Free beer. Drumhead, Martins. And the camp progress is shockingly still coming in because this Greyhound is in the circle with 3 people inside of it. And nobody from the Axis wants to play defense right now. I swear, if they cap this, it would be... I think Capco will say, hey, are we throwing right now? Or wait, Capco's on this team, so he'd be, hey, I think they're throwing. They are washed, cooked. All those things. Can you be washed and cooked at the same time? Or is one worse than the other? Graham? You! Dodges second rocket. That's a good question. That's a good, maybe a philosophical one. Can you be washed and not cooked? Can you be cooked and washed? Or is washed worse than cooked? Let me know what you think in chat. Okay, Greyhound's going to be coming around. And this other Greyhound's going to be in the hard cap, still providing cap weight. Shockingly, the Greyhound crew gets pretty good cap weight right there. Front door looks fine. Everybody nice and spaced out. Do we get any more people? Oh, nope, sitting at 87 still. Okay. Rocket misses the Stewie. Gets the Greyhound. Stewie tries to flank around him. Mega I, Mega H. Can the Stewie flip it? Oh, look at that. Can they? Can they do the suplex and get him over the wall? Come on, Stewie. Come on, Stewie. Come on. How is this gonna end? They're trying. They're trying. Oh. They can't do it. Stewie's going to try to hold the right side there. Panzer IV's forced to be at an angle. And the Stewie could potentially get something over to the back. Oh, no. Oh. Panzer IV begins to turn the barrel. No! Damn. Not enough strength, unfortunately. And the Panzer IV will win the 1-versus-1 duel. Oh, very good. Had a couple solid moments so far. Let's go type that out in chat right there. Well, just make sure I'll make a note of that. Okay, we had that going on, and meanwhile, the map looks pretty okay. 4th point is all clear and good to go. Panzer IV. I thought the Stewie, I mean, I'm not too sure if the Stewie, if they would have been able to adjust the angle to flip the P4 over the wall, but man, that would have been totally epic. Gosh, that would have been great. To see the P4 get flipped over the wall and land on its back, man. Oh my gosh. Would have been so good. Oh, P4 gets clapped anyways. Okay, no more P4. Jay Dunce with the flamethrower. Bomber run coming through the back line over there. Got a heavy into the back, just keeping an eye on it. Let's go, because sometimes at certain angles can be tricky back here for heavies. The heavies down a little bit farther to the south. Tiger Crew seems to be doing just fine. Pushing their way forward. First 76 coming to the bottom. And remember the new update, the 75s, the Jumbo 75s. Getting in a little bit extra HE, 5 extra HE rounds. And going forward, the heavies will need to shoot each other 3 times in the front, if I understood the update correctly. So no longer just a 1-2 punch. Ooh, Kapka jumps over the wall and immediately gets MG'd. What else do we have in the update? So Tigers... or heavies, all heavies except for the Firefly. The Firefly just needs 2 rounds to fire into the front of the enemy tanks to emphasize the tank destroyer concept. Finance Bro here today. Finance Bro, one that does an excellent Trump impression. If you ever need somebody to give a good quote that sounds like Trump, Finance Bro is your guy. Really knocked it out of the park with the World Cup. Taking some shots here. Ooh, a lot of blood. From Jesse, the conveyor loadout. But yes, so we had the heavy changes when it comes to 3 shots being required in the front. The only exception that we know of so far is the Firefly. Then the Panther, nerfed, big time. Health reduced. Power taken down. Fuel costs lower though. Half tracks now only cost 150 fuel. That's a plus. Jeeps, 30 fuel. Making them uber cheap. Should see a lot more Jeep action on the map, especially to drop expo ammo in the backline. At least that's what I'm going to do them for. And plus, it's an easy way for the commander to navigate around. So I think I will at least be spawning more Jeeps. It's only 30 fuel, man. Instead of, I think it was 80 before, right? Supply trucks, transport trucks, fuel cost reducer is fine. It's not like people were spawning supply trucks and transport trucks all the time, though. Half tracks. That's big. I'll be making... I'm currently editing a video for the latest update to get my predictions for it. But I feel like we're gonna see more Jeeps, a few more Jeeps, definitely more half tracks. Artillery strike called into the hard camp right there. You got the medium down to the bottom, then we got the heavy right there. But yes, more half tracks, more Jeeps, less Panthers, more Tigers. Teams may gravitate more towards British maps just by a smidgen to see... Oh, nice rocket there from Raven. Gets a little double there for himself. May see slightly more gravitation towards the British maps just because of the Firefly power, if the tanks feel like they can get the advantage of that. 2 shots if they want to set up some double taps with Fireflies. Because now double taps, unless you have a good side shot, aren't really going to be possible. Because, I mean, you require 3 shots to the front versus the previous 2. Oh, let me do this real quick. Let me get a POV of somebody so you all don't get bored with me just staring into the clouds. Don't mean to keep the bottom ticker on the entire time. We'll turn it on sometimes, though, to see who's leading the stats. Map looks pretty good. Charlie Squad Baker going around to the back. The Allies do get 1 garrison established up there to the north. We do have 1 person on artillery for the Axis. Nobody on the Allies wants to play arty today. Callie Broski here. Callie Broski, a fellow streamer. Stats. Developed the very tool you see me use for the stats in this game. So big shout out to Callie Broski. Which I think he sent me a DM, but I have to respond still. I just remember that, buddy. You know, I never... If you would have asked me 3 years ago, hey Smithers... Or if you would have told me 3 years ago, hey Smithers, one day you're going to get 20, 30 Discord messages a day, I would say, come on, there's no freaking way. What? I'm just commanding these games, nothing big about it. But boy, oh boy, was I wrong. I mean, trust me, if you send me a Discord message, most of the time I've read it, but I don't know how to respond yet, and I want to think about my response. And then other DMs come across which I can respond quicker to. So then I gradually goes down the list. Oh, Honey Badger gets annihilated from the AT gun, but he did get a few shots off, I believe. Maybe against the other AT gun, or the tank right there to itself, Mount Halei. For those of you just joining me, I'm your host today, Smithers, for this Band of Brothers, or sorry, not Band of Brothers, Operation Tile Table Mixed Competitive PC event. Whole bunch of teams joining us today. Not as packed as it usually is. Only got 87 in the server. kind of a light Friday. Maybe everybody's just taking a little break before Vietnam next weekend on the PC side. Yes, the Vietnam open beta. Oh my gosh. It's going to be a madhouse. Everybody's going to be testing the limits of Vietnam. What are the bugs? What are the graphics like? How does my graphics card fare with all this new foliage demand? Bendy? Bendy, you have something new in front of your name. MBVN? MBYN. Maybe let me know what that is after the game. Bendy getting an angle. Takes out one over there to our left. Yes, the open beta should be a madhouse, that's for sure. Can't wait to see what kind of clips people get as far as utilizing the assets in unique ways. The helicopters especially. Testing the limits. Really? Oh, Honey Badger. Oh! Gets fragged by Jesse. With the lethal FG-42. But yes, testing the limits of the Helios, just like we saw in Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6, if you all remember the helicopters and how many times we saw them smash into buildings after initial takeoff. Oh my gosh. You just got to be careful with them, man. Just take your time. Don't rush it. Don't try to shift W helicopters. It's not going to work in your favor. You got to be gentle with them. You got to learn how to be. You got to be nice and easy. Bomber run on its way. Coming over to the front line. Damn, some nice tank rounds over there to our right side. Blueberry shifting over to the back. A little bit of flirting going on near Haman Haleh, but nothing too serious. Got SPA alive in the back line from Sabino. Yeah, so helicopters, patrol boats. What are people going to do with patrol boats? Is it possible to load a tank on a patrol boat? Or land a helo on a patrol boat? Can you figure out a way to finagle the helo to get it at a certain angle and land perfectly on top? Finance bro, jumping on over. Get a POV of finance bro. Can you adjust it just fine so it lands on top, and then can you take off pretty easily and land back on it? Maybe for some quick repairs. What about a tank? Can you get a tank on a patrol boat and then put a helo on top of a tank? These are all the things I'm thinking about. Then you have this wicked trifecta going down the river. Hopefully be able to stream it. Actually, don't know what the latest streaming rules are. Don't know if that's going to be available. Hopefully it's available. I mean, granted, playing is fun too. But, I mean, the queue for the helo rides is going to be crazy. That's the first thing people are going to spam in the beginning. It's like, helo, 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 I'm getting helo. Then there's going to be team kills for the helo. Like, you asshole, you took my spot. I'll make a video on this. My top 5 expectations for the open beta. Because the clips are going to be pouring out, man. It's going to be a tidal wave. And people are going to go, oh, man, I know you can do that. You can do that? Oh, my gosh. I didn't know you could do that. It's crazy. Baker Squad down to the back. We got the tank down there. 1 AT. General LSJ coming over here to the rears. But remember, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button real quick, if you could, please. And if you would like, as is I'm becoming aware of, to mention the phrase spam W's in chat. If you are familiar with what that means, then feel free to do that. W's in the chat. I was told I need to start saying that more. YouTube, I mean, these platforms' algorithms pay a lot of attention to the chat and how active it is, because it means more engagement. However, unless it's like some type of big championship game, chat tends to be pretty quiet. I mean, people are watching on TVs. 40 to 50% of the people that watch me are watching on a TV, which I think is a crazy stat, but it makes sense. I mean, you got to just sit back, relax, maybe work a little bit on your laptop, have the game going on in the background, see what's going on. Makes sense. And chat is not necessarily open. Rocket comes into the back. Generals J got one in, but the P4 is going to turn around. There we go. But yeah, it was pretty crazy on Tuesday. We had Taco Tuesday, or no, not Taco Tuesday. It was a Wednesday. Wednesday means war. Wednesday means war. And after people started spamming W's in chat, I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. We went from a 30 base viewer, 30 average viewers, to 85 in a span of about 15 minutes. It's pretty gnarly. Yes, don't feel any obligation to do so. I am just seeing, I'm just testing the waters. That is all. We have the 76 down below. We have the SPA over here to the back, the 105. Now I still got the garrison up to the north. Few extra bodies over here to the back, but got the supplies actually, so we could see a garrison get placed. Transport truck coming over here to the rears. Pretty stable front line, nothing crazy. We saw the tank plays earlier. But ever since then, I think it's been kind of quiet. S16T says, glad to see your channel growing. Oh, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's been a long... it's been a long journey. The big challenge for me, the next big stepping stone is going to be Vietnam. And seeing what all I can do there. What kind of stuff we can create. I mean, because the cool thing about Vietnam is everybody's starting fresh. All the competitive teams starting brand new. Everybody is. I mean, gotta learn this new game. Artillery strikes, bomber, and combo on the front line. Yeah. Next big test will be Vietnam. I have a whole bunch of things I'm working on, but I also have to keep in mind World War II. There's still new stuff coming out for World War II. We got the next big update. It's going to be a very interesting content balance, that's for sure. And then also learning as far as what works best on each platform. I mean, there have been some recent clips I've had where on YouTube they get 2,000, 3,000 views, but then on Instagram they get 90,000 views. TikTok, maybe 5,000, 6,000. Instagram seems to be working the best for me lately. YouTube, I think I took an algorithm hit after my only map series. I tried a few 3-minute... I tried about 3 or 4 3-minute shorts for the only maps, and oof, I think that really hurt me. I think that lowered my YouTube algorithm trust factor. So I won't be publishing the only map series on YouTube anymore. That's only going to go on Instagram, I think. Instagram they do pretty well on. YouTube, oof. TikTok, kind of okay, but Instagram definitely better. But yeah, it's very interesting from a content creation standpoint to figure out what works better on which platform. Is there already chatter amongst the clans for Vietnam competitive? Yes, there is. I have been informed by at least, I think, 5 teams so far wanting to schedule scrims. So they have asked me if it's possible to schedule something right now. I said no, it's not. I booked 2 weeks out, man. Beyond that, it's it's not just the game schedule for streaming. It's also a personal schedule. Like I gotta make sure to balance that stuff out because I don't want to cancel on people. I've only canceled a few times, and I try to obviously keep that to a bare minimum. Because I want to be dependable. That's a big thing about casting. You want to be, when people ask you to stream a game, they want to know that you're going to be there. But yes, I have been asked about it. There are 2 leagues in the making already, gathering teams together for Vietnam. One on console, one on PC. People are already jumping all over it. They're excited to get going. Excited to test the limits of Vietnam, see what they can come up with. Because the thing about competitive teams is they will spend hours researching about how to maybe place this barricade. Can we do this with the helo, this with the patrol boat? And I am looking forward to it so much. There's one team that's I don't think they want me to say anything yet, but there's I think there's 2 teams. Yeah, there are 2 teams that want to scrim each other, that want to be the first. They want to be the very first match. And we're working on a date. But first, it's like, come on, guys, we got to figure out the whole... We got to see the game, make sure the game's going to be playable. But I think as far as I know, they just want to dive right into it. They don't care. I'm super excited, though. I am beyond excited. Once again, it's a whole new environment, a whole new strategy. And yeah, I played the closed beta, got a good test of it and everything. But this next weekend, we'll find out everything for sure. Well, not for sure. It's going to be the open beta. But then the release is June 18th, man. Drive it. Excel. Takes them down. The weapons. The vehicles, the swimming ability. Like, come on, bro. The swimming ability is gonna be crazy. Oh, Tony, master. Ooh, Tony misses a few, but makes up for it. Okay. Der Untot. Throwing a grenade here. Bounces. Oh, my clipping is off. He's gonna hear the O-post. Did he get the blueberry? Oh, Tony went the other way. Is my clipping on? Oh, I disabled my clipping. Okay. I accidentally switched the hotkey. Not to worry about it. It'll be fine. Yes, trust me. Have a lot of competitive teams ready to go. They're chomping at the bit. Ready to get this party started. What's funny is that once these people all buy their servers and stuff, I mean, I can imagine how many hours they're going to spend on their private servers training and doing helicopter drills. Oh, it's going to be so cool, man. And just, once again, the tactics that people come up with. That's the coolest part. That really is. I mean, how many bodies can you pull from the front line? Is it just going to be SLs to jump into Helo? Fly around the map edge border? And then the command chat on the NVA side is going to go, oh, we got choppers to the south, choppers down to the south. And then you have to reallocate bodies. Maybe you set up a tunnel network so you can go map edge to map edge real fast. The tunnel network is broken down by far. That needs to be adjusted somehow, some way. Oh my gosh. Tunnel system is crazy. That needs to be nerfed. Okay, well, the Allies have pushed out pretty well here. We got one spawn down to the south for the Axis. Major Drain says W. Thank you, buddy. So does S160. Thank you. Thank you for the W's. Yes. I wish there was an easier way for people to support the support the stream and be like, yeah, I enjoy this stream. I wish there was another metric, because saying, hey everybody, please spam W's in chat. Give me some W's in chat. I feel like I sound stupid. I feel like I sound so cheesy. Spam W's in chat. You know, it doesn't, I don't know. But then that's what they got to work on with the algorithm. That's their weight, man. Vruktai, necktie, gets one satchel over there to the back of the P4. We'll be going Bababadoo here momentarily. The Axis missing spawn waves over here on Monhole. Caught lacking. Yes, spam. Give me some W's in chat. I wish there was just like a. Yeah, I don't know. Now the most. Rockets, something over there, but the Allies are gonna camp Monhole here pretty easily. And there we go. 51 minutes left on the clock, and they go 4-1. Couple tanks up on the board. Got a bombing run coming right over here. Let's go take a look at the bombing run. It's going to go right over this chunk of raspberries. Yeah, I wish there was a better way to show or roll for the algorithm to say, oh, wow, the viewers really like what's going on right now. Almost like a little poll or something like that YouTube sends anonymously to say, hey, let us know if you like the stream or not. Because obviously saying spam W's in chat. I mean, I wonder if YouTube or they have a way at this point, because the algorithm should be able to recognize and say, oh, okay, these people aren't typing words, they're just typing letters. Is that actually, should we weight that at all? Should that count as anything? Because I did notice one thing. There's on the analytics page for the stream, I have 3 stats. Well, I mean, the ones that I look at. It says concurrent viewers, chat rate, and then views. So how many people stop by the entire time. And the chat rate spiked when people were spamming W's on Wednesday. The chat rate went from 1 to about 18, I think it was. However, after about a minute of people spamming W's, the chat rate went from 16, 18 down back to like 2. Which made me think to say, okay, well maybe there's something in the background that says, hey, these people aren't really talking. They are just... they're just spamming. They're spamming nonsense. We shouldn't... This doesn't count towards engagement. Rat Boy Slim asks, do you think Vietnam will kill off the OGHLL? No. They specifically have stated multiple times that they will be keeping 2 teams, 2 development teams, one for World War II and then one for Vietnam. Ben B is constantly swapping back and forth between both sides of the PR from his side. And I have very strong hopes for World War II still. And I think, yeah, I think the next step, logically, at least in my mind, would be Pacific Theater. They would have the environment for the Pacific ready to go. They do Vietnam, they jump back to Pacific, and they make a brand new Pacific match. I think that, yeah, sounds like that'd be the plan. Smithers, how much do you play yourself? I try to play as much as I can. I probably command a competitive game at least once a week if possible. I try to play command at least 2 pub games to make sure my mind stays fresh. So that's my bare minimum. Besides that, beyond that, I have to think about Vietnam and the content there. I have to dive into Vietnam, learn the mechanics, think about, okay, how will this be used? How will that be? And, I have to really learn it. Because if I don't learn it, then I can't talk about it. Same thing goes with anything. It's almost like if you had a level 1 person commenting on this match right now, they would have no idea what to say. So I am trying to dive in as much as possible and learn everything I possibly can. To make sure when I'm casting Vietnam matches, I say, oh, whoa, they got the helo right here, and it's doing this, it's doing that. Spawn wave comes in right after the bombing. Yeah, it's an essential part, is that when the open beta comes out, I'm literally going to start playing from the minute it's available. I'll probably, hopefully they allow some pub streams so I can practice casting a match or 2. Lustiga. A nice little repair station right there. Always try to build repair stations for your tanks. Just do, it's a very basic thing, but it helps out your tankers so much, like Lustiga. This buddy from Omen. Get a POV of Lustiga. Yes, I will be on if they don't allow streaming, then I'm going to be on the front lines with everybody. Jumping into Vietnam with everybody else. Because next weekend, I'll switch back over to World War II for a couple streams. I think, but for the most part, I'll be just jumping into Vietnam and playing the living daylights out of it. Now, granted, am I the best shooter? No. No. But you can be good at the game without having to... that's why you have, every team is built off of really good shooters. Then you have tactical thinkers. And you have the commander. That is really good at understanding the overall picture and coordinating stuff and thinking about outside the box as far as what needs to be done. If you're just joining me, by the way, I'm your host Smithers for this mixed PC event with a bunch of teams on Carentan. So far, we've seen 2 caps, and it's been all allies today. Axis on the struggle bus. Dr. Ben trying to get a satchel on. Panzer Force swings around and takes him out. The casino map will be fun, Rat Boy Slim. Casino map would be a lot of fun. There was that map in Call of Duty United Offensive. Shout out to anybody who knows Call of Duty United Offensive. That was one of my favorite games, man. It really was. I played the living daylights out of that game. Base assault, baby. It's funny to think about, like, going back to those days. And I remember looking at the stats board, like the leadership, the rankings board. And I was like number 1, number 2. Every day, man. Nobody could freaking beat me. Yeah, it's so funny to think about. Oh man, I remember there was like one other person that I used to fight over the top spot with. But besides that, boy, I was a top fragger, boy. Back in my youngin' days. Top fragger Smithers. But my name back then was Crinch. K-R-I-N-C-H. I tried to look up my stats to see if they're anywhere on the internet, but could not find them anywhere. Those web pages are long gone. Long range rocket from Ollie. No, from Carentan. The memes will be glorious. Oh yeah, the memes are going to be great. Also, the names. Putting together another clip as far as my predictions for the top 5 names. Let's see. Gump. Of course, we're going to see Gump everywhere. Private Gump. Then we're going to see Joker. Definitely going to see Joker. Those are my top 2. I mean, there's tons more. But. And then they're going to be names that we may not have thought about. Same thing goes with the songs. Now, when I'm not streaming, I'll have proxy chat on. If I'm recording, not streaming, then for sure I'll keep my proxy chat on and see what kind of songs I catch. I go, oh wow, I never thought of playing that song before. All LI still, everybody. Map is looking really good. Let's go good to the very top. Nefasto says infinite W's. Yeah, exactly. But I had to imagine, though, like I said, they have to have some type... Because, I mean, YouTube would have to know that people are going to use the hell out of that. So they got to come up with a countermeasure. What does W mean? Says Chichinadak. Hold on. Kanefuto gets a shot, but he gets fragged from the rears, I think. Yep, sure did. By Tiro. What does W mean? Yes, so W means, I'm pretty sure it means winning. Kind of like Charlie Sheen. And when streamers on, so like Kai Cenat, for example, when he says W's in chat. Give me some W's in chat. I think that means that if they give W's, then the person on whoever the topic is or what they're talking about is winning. And the chat says, ah, yes, this person is winning. I concur. And they hit the W key to illustrate that the person or topic that they are talking about, that is a winning topic or person. That is my assumption. I haven't done any, literally done zero research into it. But that is my, I think that's what W's, give me some W's in chat means. I think that's what it means. But correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe somebody in chat knows. Bombing run coming through the front line, going to La Maison des Hommes, and all Axis are getting pushed back, man. I mean, once the Allies are on top of Monholay, then it's like, I mean, they're gonna set up their tank positions, AT guns. I mean, these tankers are gonna be sitting pretty, man. Got the BFTB crew, got a repair station by him. Freibier, had Donut. Oh, that's Dota Mateus. Pumping those rounds towards 5th. And the Axis, all they could do is look back up. I mean, the Achilles heel options for Monholay aren't the greatest. You could go back here, but I mean, the Axis, it's really easy for them to, or Allies, really easy for them to pick up on it. SPA's rolling up to the front line a little bit closer. Axis literally have nothing. I mean, there's nothing back here. No whammo, no sneaky little raspberries coming around. All blank. Finance Bro Genetic. Finding a nice little safe spot away from the MGs. Put up the bottom ticker for a little bit. Axis just trying to set up something here. Tally Broski, trying to make the most out of the situation. Axis got to send somebody up to the far north, just one SL maybe, just to get something. The garrison right up here. And then try to do some shenanigans. Oh, we do have one transport truck that made it across the border. Mad Jack. Look at him. Sneaking all the way around. Putting a mark on the 105 to our left. Will we see a Stuka called in? Because that would be, oh my god, like nobody's back here for the Allies. And if they can get a garrison up, man, that would be just massive. We got to see support drop, though. Got to see some boxes. Oh no, Sabino. Sabino knows they're there. Oh, man. The DOP get taken out? No, OP still there. Thugger. Tally Broski. No support? What is going on, guys? Mad Jack. I can't see a squad, but... Andrew Johnston says, Vietnam. Depends on the locations. Those 3 locations should be good, but masses of foliage doesn't really do it for me. So I'm not buying until I get feedback. Fair point, buddy. Now, yeah, I mean, I'm very curious to see what the terrain looks like for the different maps. Because obviously having all the maps be so jungle focused would be very, very boring. I mean, that would get old so fast. So you got to have a good mix of maybe a battle over. Yeah, there's plenty of other locations that they could do to make it not so bush campy friendly. Now the open beta is going to be free, obviously, so I think that'll be a very good chance for people to test out. Talibroski gets 1 rocket to the side. Cat progress begins on 5th. Blueberries have pushed on forward. This may be a very straightforward game. I was thinking that maybe something could happen down here, but SPA crew. Notice. Finance bro. Trying to get Tomix. Okay, the Allies got forced out. Axis, though, man, they're going to be on the struggle bus. Andrew Johnston says, World War II... Actually, hold on. Nefasto says, Call of Duty 2 was my poison back before Halo 3. And Gears of War caught me in their hype warp. I was kind of into Call of Duty 2. Kind of. They got rid of some things that I really liked in Call of Duty Night Offensive, so I never really made the full switch. Andrew Johnston, World War II Europe. Now, the Call of Duty 2 campaign, though. I really like the Call of Duty 2 campaign. Especially the desert campaign. Oh, that was so good. So good. Actually, I think I may watch a clip from that campaign clip after this. That was such a good... I love playing that. Andrew Johnson says, World War II Europe has so much more to offer. The Italian campaign, south of France invasion, Dunkirk, Norway. Oh, yeah, I know. It's so untapped. I mean, I feel like a 1939, 1940 campaign series of maps and weapons would hit real hard. I think that would go a long way. And then fighting in Norway. I mean, it was kind of done with Battlefield 5, but then Battlefield 5 just... Oh, God. I don't know. It felt so it's just a different type. I mean, they're going for the masses and the more the gimmicky stuff. It's tough with Battlefield 5. But now, granted, Battlefield 5 had very good scenery. Like, oh my God. So good. Yeah, Italian campaign has excellent chance for really nice scenery. That too, and a whole new atmosphere, especially the Operation Husky. And I feel like North Africa still has more to do. I feel like North Africa is kind of untapped as well. I feel like there could be more done there. But then again, North Africa was so open and everything. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, definitely Operation Husky. That could be nice. Okay, the grind continues, everybody. Duking it out back and forth. We have long-range engagements going on. We have the Commander Domino sitting in a nice, comfortable position. This is where a commander looks at the map and goes, oh my gosh, this is so nice. Just sit back and kind of just go, nice. I mean, your cortisol levels are super low right now. If you're the Allied commander, you're just like, man, I'm gonna maybe grab some ice cream, chill on Mount Halais. I think I'll rebuild this garrison or two. You're feeling good. You're feeling really good if you're the Allied commander. There's when you go from a 3. Oof, nice shot right there. Intercepts are coming right out of the alleyway. Jacob. But yeah, when you... Jacob takes a shot. Holds. Yeah, when you're up 3-2. There's always, you're nervous. You're looking at the map. But then you go up 4-1, man. Oh, dude, I can't even describe the amount of stress relief that is. It's just you just go, oh, thank God. Because you have a little bit more to gamble with. And it just feels, it just feels so good, man. Because when you're up 3-2 and you're fighting over the front line, I mean, if you want to watch a Commander POV, take a look at my Commander POV from Helios versus WTH on Kharkov a couple months ago, back in January, I think it was. I mean, we were winning the match against WTH in the seasonal quarterfinals, I think it was. Semifinals? Quarterfinals? I don't remember exactly. But winning for about the first 60 minutes, I think. And then, but the line is just, everything is so scrunched, man. And you're just looking at the map going, God, we're holding on by just a smidgen. And you just see the fight over the heart. I mean, obviously, I'm the commander, so I'm not in the thick of it, but I just see the map and I just get so tense, bro. It's just, the tanks are duking it out, and your map control is very limited. WTH is applying pressure on the flanks, but you're still holding middle. But it's not a stronghold. It's a medium hold. And like every gunfight counts as so much. But if you go up 4-1, then it's like, oh wow, we have a lot to play with now. 27 minutes left to go on the clock, everybody. The only real intimate fighting is we have up here to north of. Let's go watch a tank fight, maybe? We'll watch the AT gun. Like I said, it's been all allies today. But yeah, when you're watching the map, you just see the blueberries lose ground, take ground, lose ground, take ground in such a confined area. You're going, oh my God, how long can we do this? How long can we withstand the pressure, man? Because I've literally never beaten WTH or ESPT. I think these are the only two teams, in the current active state, obviously. Never been able to beat the Greyhounds. Beat the Greyhounds, that was cool. Beat them, I think, 3 times. Beat the Greyhounds, I think, 3 times. Each one of those was amazing. It was a really great game. And then I remember one time we beat the Greyhounds. I think it was Hurricane. We cheese-dicked them hardcore. It was a hardcore cheese-dick, man. Unfortunately, that Commander POV it was totally lost. I mean, it was, frames were terrible on that. I have no idea why. Anyways, we cheese-dicked them hardcore on Hurricane Forest. And then the next game for the seasonal matchup, we had to face them on Hill 400, and they just beat the crap out of us, man. I mean, they were coming back for a vengeance. Oh, it's crazy. Anyways, buddies, we have a decent map position. Axis sending more bodies up around, trying to flank. Mount Halei, once again, though, very limited in the back line as far as what the Axis can do. Once the Allies get a firm hold up on that, it can be rough. Jumbo takes a round to the church. Harry, Gold Dragon. Jumbo. Sokash. Now, when you're down 2-3 and you manage to cap 3-2, that's such like an adrenaline rush, man. think some of the best games I've had as commander was against GBI, a former Australian team. I'm not sure if they're coming back or not, but we had some. GBI is such a great team to play against. So is 82AD. 82AD and GBI. I think those are my top 2 favorite teams to play a match against. Because it's so even. It's ridiculously even. And when you have a match that's so freaking even, it just makes it so much better. It's because you could go into the game and you go, you know what, this is gonna be a great match. Like, I just have a feeling it's gonna be a really good match. It's gonna be tense. It's gonna be good. I had some really good commander POVs against GBI and 82AD. I mean, and you got to separate your tiers out. Then you go up to ESPT and WTH, and you go, oh, okay, well, this is gonna be a heartbreaker. And it's just, I mean, it's just the way it is. It's on a totally different skill set. And all teams just got to be, when you enter a competitive team, you just got to be totally okay with that. You're going to lose a lot of games against really much better teams, and that's fine. The most enjoyment you're going to have is just finding teams that you're really even with. And you just schedule scrims over and over again. And then you work your way up to a little bit better team, And then they're always, and then same thing on the console side. There are teams that are literally 1 and 2. And the PC side, there are 2 teams that are literally 1 and 2. On console right now, I'm pretty sure it's still Taco and LGN. Revenant's getting there. For console, though, it's Taco and LGM. On the PC side, you have ESPT and WTH. That's just the way it is. Now, Omen on the PC side is getting there. I think Omen's getting close. Rounds land to the back here and take out a Tiger up here on the rail tracks. Yeah, X is getting really forced back right now. Yeah, once the Allies have that high ground on Montelay, Mamma Mia. It's just a freaking nightmare, bro. Remember, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button, buddies. And if you have any spare W's in your wallet, be sure to put those in chat. Or if you have a piggy bank, after you see if there's any W's in there. Axis trying to get some bodies around, but not really working out. Allies stuffing them out. Roger squad approaching down here. Baker squad pinging the OP. Commander Popel trying to get something going. Are we still sitting at, okay, 86? Okay, nobody's left. Kalibroski. Omenich. Tomix holding the line. And the Allies really can't gain too much, and the Axis don't have much luck either. The Allied front door, though, is pretty light. However, the Axis do not know that. But yes, if you're interested in competitive Hella Loose, you could check out my Discord. Discord.gg/SmithersCast. You could sign up as a PC or console recruit today. Jay Dunce with the AT gun. And trust me, now's the time to get in before the teams are flooded with new recruits. People that are like on the fringe of Hella Loose right now, that are hearing about it, they're like, oh, what's that? What's going on with that? Okay, is there there's a competitive side. Now, that's going to come later. I'll be coming about 2 weeks or so. So right now is like the last real opportunity to slip on in, get an early start in front of all the other people that are going to be swamping. David Hansen says, I'd like to see what a French resistant type of layout could be. Mixed Allied and German weapons, Molotovs, etc. Oh yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, the only part there would be like the... Because obviously the resistance wouldn't have bombing runs, artillery, tanks, all that kind of stuff. But I could see something. Maybe like a special mode. Or you could just have rules that say, okay, Axis aren't allowed to use this, this. Yeah, there's so many different things. I mean, Helios can also, I mean, I have talked about this before when it comes to adding like a paradrop thing, a paradrop ability, where the commander can spend, let's say, commander could spend 800 manpower. For 800 manpower, you can select a squad, and they will be loaded in a C-47 or a Ju-52, whatever side you're on. I don't know what the Soviets used. Did the Soviets use C-47s for their transport planes for the airborne operations? Did they buy them through the Lend-Lease Act? Maybe somebody knows. But if you spend 800 manpower, you select a squad and say, okay, hey, or they go to a designated spot or something like that. Squad goes into a plane, they jump out, let's say if it was the Axis right now, Ju-52s, they would jump out over here or something. 800 manpower, keep in mind. So they drop behind the enemy line, and they can work their way east. Now, obviously, the Allies would see that, but they would have a much lower chance of being able to respond because the squad lead would already be there versus an airhead where you call in an airhead, has to land, and you have 30 seconds for the spawn. That'd be a cool ability. But also very expensive. So you have to use it wisely. 800 manpower. I think that's a fair price for getting a squad in the back line. Also be a cool thing to see on screen. The Axis set up a garrison over here to the north of Monthollet. We got a couple squad leads leaking to the back. Roger squad looking good to get that garrison. Honey Badger, Kapka. Take care, Jesse. Wiggy, though, waiting in a bush. Wiggy looking the other way. Honey Badger doesn't see him. Kapka. Oh, Wiggy shoots Honey Badger right in the back. Oh, Kapka. Proves that he is the more based one. Nefasto says, we don't talk about Battlefield 5 here. We can let that one only rest in the deep blue sea, along with the German U-boats sunk during the war. Yeah, I think Battlefield 5 was a cool concept. It was just too... I don't know. I mean, I think the people that play Hella Loose have just a totally different take about what is... I mean, what should be a game versus those that play Battlefield. Now, there are parts of Battlefield where I go, oh man, like if we can have destructive environment, how cool would that be? Where's that Stuka? Stuka was... Oh no, that's the Stuka. Oh, it's back here. That's the bombing run. Yeah, if we could have like destructive environment hell loose, that would be like, oh my god, that'd be crazy. Especially like tanks blasting through buildings for a big push at the end of the game. Oh my god, how cool that would be, everybody. Mamma mia. That'd be so freaking cool. Plane flying, maybe. I don't know. Kinda, sorta. But I mean, Battlefield. I mean, they're Battlefield. They just have that concept of the quick in and out games, man. Everything's about let's play a quick game, get it done with, because everything's so fast. I mean, I think I played it solid for about a month and a half, and then I was like, okay, I'm done with this. 76 backs up. True Thugger coming over to the back. 76. Oh, Panzer IV! Taking advantage of the situation, baby. Panzer IV's pushing up. Do they have an angle? Not anymore. We did hear an airhead plane, but it's coming over here to our right. No airhead in the back for the Axis. This airhead is landing... Oh, the Jumbo! The Jumbo's pulled the old switcheroo! Oh, but they take a shot in the back! Oh, no! The Jumbo crew! Oh, the Jumbo goes ba-ba-ba-dooey! The other Jumbo's right down below us. Oh, man. Oh, I didn't expect that. There's the Tiger back in HQ. Yeah, okay, there's a Tiger back there. Nils1471 says, off topic, you should take over the job of Michael Buffer, American ring announcer, when he retires. Oh, yes, for UFC. Yeah, he's famous. That'd be so cool. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'll be honest, I legitimately haven't pushed myself over the past couple months in the voice actor world. I sort of had dialed that down and focused more time on Hell Let Loose streaming and content creation. And it's a risky bet. Precision strike coming on it. P-strike. It's a risky take, but I decided to, you know what? I'm going to see what I could do with this. See how many channel members I can get. Because the views aren't there yet, clearly. I mean, I think for example, if one of my videos gets 1,000 views, that's basically like $2. So, I mean, I'm trying to grow my channel members. So for those of you who see that join button, I mean, not saying, obviously don't feel any pressure whatsoever, but I've been growing my channel members and just trying to offer videos for them to see first. And then all the videos are going to become public. It's just a different timeline. So I try to, for those that join the channel members, I'm like, hey, thank you. You guys get to see all these videos first, and then they're made public after maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on the timeline I have going. So I'm trying to grow my channel members right now. Twitch, I haven't any luck growing any subs any there, because I think Twitch is more so for being on camera all the time, and obviously with the stream delays for competitive matches, camera doesn't work at all. Camera doesn't make any sense, because I'll be responding to things in chat so much later. Artillery round comes over to the right side. Yes, on YouTube, trying to grow my channel members, trying to see if I can grow that, which has been working out pretty well. And then just subscribers, getting engagement, trying to be really creative with video editing. So I've been really pushing myself for the past couple months to see what I can make out of this, because it's so much fun. I mean, it's before I dove into YouTube and the whole content creation thing, I didn't think there was much work behind the scenes. I'll be honest. Like, I thought, oh, okay, well, all they do is post videos and they make, they get 1 million views or something like that. But no, man. There's a ton of work that goes into the editing and thinking about when I'm casting, how do I want to approach certain scenes, what I want to talk about, when do I post it, what kind of title, the thumbnail. Then you have the music. I can't tell you how many time I spend on figuring out what songs I want to put with certain things, and then making sure that the lyrics hit in the right spots. Oh my gosh. I mean, I have 100 million times more respect than I ever did for content creators before I dove into all this. I never realized how much work that... And then plus you're fighting against so many, or you're not fighting, but you're competing against so many other people who are on social media and giving their take on things. It's a very interesting world, man. It really is. But yeah, I plan on dedicating more time to, or after Vietnam comes out and things settle down a little bit and I have like a pretty good stream of content scheduled, then I'll switch back over to doing more voice acting stuff. We have a Tiger down to the bottom. We have another heavy or tank coming over here. The Axis trying to make something happen front door. They got a couple tanks ready to go. One Tiger right there, but they just took a shot. They're trying to dive behind some coverage real quick. Got another Tiger here. Yep, okay, the Tiger makes it to safety. And the Axis, can the Axis make a comeback? The Axis commander needs to drop a supply drop over here to the back, though. Gotta get something ready for train station, although the Allies are prepared. They have 3 garrisons around. 1 squad lead, George is already here, checking things out, making sure everything's okay. Defensive airhead actually fell on Helios. Axis armor holding back a little bit. Trying to deal with some type of threat. The medium up here to the north. Okay, they just took it out. Shot by Orochi and his crew. Yeah, that's a little bit behind the scenes, though. Yeah, right now, all my attention, or most of my attention, is on preparing content for Vietnam. I'm getting ready to release all that once the beta is, open beta is here. As every Helios content creator is going to have their own little spin on things, own little take. No, not everybody, nobody's going to be the same. The big thing is going to be who can capture the craziest clip. Who's going to get that one that people go, oh my god, did you see that? And plus you're going to have the big time streamers like Jack Frags, Moy Dog, and some others jumping on it. They'll get their piece of the pie. Panzer IV coming around to the back, to the right. Tiger. And for those of you wondering, I'll have one more stream later, or 2 more streams actually today. I'm going to have one, I think it's at 5, should start around between 5 and 5:30 p.m. Eastern, which is 10 p.m. London time. Then another one at 8 p.m. Eastern. It'll be a DMT tank-only match, I believe. The one at 5 is a mixed console competitive event, which I think is going to be happening every Friday, except for probably next Friday, because next Friday probably do an open beta stream, or open beta stuff. We'll see. Maybe I'll play the living daylights out of, or living crap out of Vietnam, and I'll be like, okay, I gotta take a break and jump back to World War II. Plus, the new update for Helios should be live then going to console. Panzer IV swinging around, looking to get some pressure on the Jumbo. Panzer IV trying to get something going. Axis capping here pretty well. Raspberries pouring on in. Panzer IV trying to make a turn here quickly. Jumbo trying to give chase. Oh. Dr. Ben doing a good job there. Panzer IV swinging about. Oh, 76 is getting pinched. Panzer IV takes another round, but they're going to be able to get out of there. And down they go. Alrighty, the Axis have a little bit of a comeback, buddies. Okay. Can they set up something? Okay, Roger Squad does set up something for middle. Another tank goes Baba-Badooey down near south. Was that the P4? No, it was another Allied Jumbo down to the south, and the Allies are going to be hurting bad for armor. They got 1 squad down there to the bottom. 5 minutes, though, and they're not going to have enough time to get something up to the front. At least to have an immediate impact. So the garrison for the Axis is where, everybody? It is back here, but I think it's almost found. Oh, no, Lustigen. Lustigenama. Oh. Finds it. Okay. Garrison wiped. Allies look okay for right now. Axis still trying to clean out Mount Helios. They got a squad of blueberries over there to deal with. And the Axis are going to be hurting for time. Oh, we got Roger Squad looking for maybe a different area. Maybe there are supplies in the wheat field. Garrison placed on the front door, but they got a long ways to... They gotta get rid of this blueberry pocket. Habs Nation says, just make the airhead do that. Reduce the time it takes to land spawn, but with the mechanic of the game, good luck trying to change the red zone rule. Yeah, it's very true. That's a good point. Spending a little bit more for a better airhead could be something. Nefasto says, the Soviets used the Tupolev TB3 plane for airborne operations in Eastern Front. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. As I say, I wasn't too sure if they had any C-47s from the Lend-Lease. I know obviously they got a lot of other stuff from the Lend-Lease. Good evening there, Gradual Decay. Welcome on in. We're nearing the end of this match. Got an airhead landing to the northwest. But remember, on the PC side, airheads are a lot louder than they are on console. Console, they're damn near silent, which makes it really difficult. And which I commanded my first console match last Saturday. And I tell you what, man, I could totally see how easy it is to miss those airheads. In the heat of battle, with all the comms going on, somebody suddenly says, hey, they dropped an airhead behind us. And you go, oh my God, nobody heard that? Oh yes, very possible. Yeah, for those of you joining late, we're on Carentan for this mixed PC event. We've seen 1, 2, 3 captures so far. 1 over train station, 2 over Monhalais. And we're nearing the final minutes where the Axis are trying to get something going up here to the north. We'll see if they're able to make a little bit of a breakthrough. Let's go zoom on up there. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button if you could, please. And if you want to, hit that subscribe. Gonna be pumping out the Vietnam content like no other. I think I have a whole bunch of cool ideas. I think I do. The point will flicker a little bit, but I think the Axis is just going to be a little bit too late. Alrighty, well, congratulations to the Allies taking home the 3-2 victory on this one. Pretty, solid win. No real bugaboos. Kept hold of Monhalais for the majority of the game. The Axis had a late comeback, but unfortunately, they did not have any sort of springboard over to train station. I don't know what their fuel situation is like, but if you find yourself in this similar spot, remember, try to always spawn a half track if you're down 1-4. I know it's tough. You're down 1-4. Things look grim. But try to spawn a half track and way, way, way far away from the front line. And you'll drive that sucker all around so you can spawn at top HQ, drive it all around, go across this bridge, go up all across, all the way over here to the back line. Try to snake your way through. You have an option to go by ruins over here and maybe park it just like right there, or you can go, it depends how aggressive you want to get. Maybe you could do one conservative half track up to the north and then one more aggressive one down to the bottom. But when you're down 1-4, always try to do a backline half-track play. That way, you reduce your time to go to midpoint. Because when you're down 1-4, it gives also the team a little bit of a morale boost. When they see that half-track by middle, they go, oh, man. Okay, let's just capture fourth and we'll go on that half-track. Capture fourth, go on that half-track. Don't forget that, buddies. But okay, thank you for joining me today, everybody. Going to be live again in about an hour and a half, I think. So I'll get that thumbnail posted. And then, like I said, the take match later tonight. Okay, we'll give commends to Commander Domino with pulling out a very comfortable victory today. Low stress for Domino. We'll sleep nice and peacefully tonight. Okay, everybody, well, thank you for joining me. And I'll see you in a little bit. Have a good one, buddy.